and welcome to another episode of My Two Cents. My name is Paul Amerson, and it is a Runday. I am somewhere. I might be in Kentucky. Let me see what state I'm in. Missouri. I'm currently in Missouri, in a Motel 6. On my way to the state of Washington to get a job in warehousing. Before you guys come for me, you should do some research, right? So, this thing in my hand, this phone, see this phone with this camera, my ability to live stream to the internet so that you can see what I'm doing. When I was born in 1982 to the year 2000, for 20 years of my life, for 30 years of my life, if I'm being honest, there was no phone with a camera. There was no microphones that you could put in your pocket and charge. So this government, my experience, the world has changed. I know the world has changed. My experience, and if you look at the news and if you look at the history, look up Rodney King. You know what? Let me look up Rodney King real quick. Let me do this for you. Let me show you guys how the world works. Let me help you guys out because you're constantly trying to explain to me why I'm silly or dumb or crazy. I'm gonna spell his name wrong. Let's go to Wikipedia first. 1965 to 2012, he finally passed away. Rodney King was an African American man who was a victim of police brutality. On March 3rd, 1991, he was severely beaten by officers of the Los Angeles Police Department during his arrest after a high-speed pursuit for driving while intoxicated on I-210. An uninvolved resident, Georgia Holiday, saw and filmed the incident from his nearby balcony and sent the footage, which showcased King on the ground being beaten after initially invading arrest to local news station. The incident was covered by the news media around the world and caused a public uproar. At a press conference, Los Angeles Police Chief Darley Gates announced that the 4 officers involved would be disciplined for the use of excessive force, and that 3 would face criminal charges. The LAPD initially charged King with felony evasion, but later dropped the charges. On his release, King spoke to reporters from his wheelchair with his injuries evident: a broken right leg and a cast, his face badly cut and swollen, bruised, his body and burned area to his chest where he had been jolted with a stun gun. King described how he had knelt, spread his hands out, then slowly tried to move so as not to make any stupid moves, but being hit across the face by a billy club and shot with a tase gun. King also said he was scared for his life when the officers drew their guns on him. 4 officers were eventually tried with charges of use of excessive force. Of these, 3 were acquitted. The jury failed to reach a verdict on the charges for the fourth. Within hours of the acquisition, the 1992 Los Angeles riot started, sparking an outrage among the racial minorities over the trial verdict and related long-standing social issue overlaid with tensions between African Americans and Korean American communities. The rioting lasted 6 days and killed 63 with 2,383 more injuries. It ended only after the California Army National Guard, the Army of the Marine Corps, provided reinforcements to reestablish control. King advocated for peace, ending the conflict. And I'm not going to just keep reading. July 7th, 2014, an African American man was killed in New York City, brought to State Island, New York City Police Department. Officers at the later put him in a prohibited chokehold while arresting him. Video footage of the incident garnered widespread national attention and raised questions about the use of force by law enforcement. New York City police officers garnered on the 17th of July on suspicion of selling. New York City Police Department officers approached Garner on July 17th on suspicion of selling single cigarettes from packs without tax stamps. After Garner told the police that he was tired of being harassed and that he was not selling cigarettes, the officers attempted to arrest Garner. When Patelli placed his hands on Garner, Garner pulled his arm away. Patelli then placed his arm around Garner's neck and wrestled him to the ground. With multiple officers pinning him down, Garner repeated the words "I can't breathe" 11 times while lying face down on the ground on the sidewalk. After Garner lost consciousness, he remained lying on the sidewalk for several minutes while the officers waited for an ambulance to arrive. Garner was pronounced dead at the hospital area approximately 1 hour later. The medical examiners ruled Garner's death a homicide. Specifically, an autopsy indicated that Garner's death resulted from compression of the neck, compression of the chest, and prolonged positioning during physical restraint by police. As asthma, heart disease, and obesity were cited as contributing factors. On December 4th, 2014, a Richmond County grand jury decided not to indict Portelli. This decision stirred public protest and rallies which charged the police brutality made by prosecutors. By December 28, 2014, at least 50 demonstrations had been held nationwide in response to Garner's case, while hundreds of demonstrators against general public brutality continued. Garner as a focal point. On July 13, 2015, an out-of-court settlement was reached under which New York City would pay the Garner family $5.9 million. In 2019, the United States Justice declined to bring criminal charges against Polelli under federal civil rights laws. On August 2nd, 2019, at a New York Police Department disciplinary hearing regarding Polanti's treatment of Garner and administrative judges, New York Police Department Commission and Trial Rosemary Mandela recommended that Portelli employment be terminated. Patello or whatever was fired on August 19th, 2019, more than 5 years after Garner's death. So here's your graphic warning. We're gonna watch this video. So if you're sensitive, you should definitely stop watching right now. But we'll see if YouTube's gonna work.
Shocking body camera video released today shows the deadly police shooting of Sonia Massey, the mother of two, called 911 just before 1 a.m. because of a possible prowler, only to be shot by a deputy inside her own Illinois home. Now, a former deputy faces 3 counts of first-degree murder. CBS's Roxana Saberi has the video that shows the chaotic moments, and we do want to warn you that it is hard to watch.
The body camera video reveals the events leading up to the horrific scene.
What taking you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry.
Doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Inside the home, Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson can be heard asking Sonia Massey to check on the stove.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Within seconds, things become tense.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Oh, wait till you're hot steaming water.
Away from the house in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, I refuse to in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
You in the name of
But, God, I swear to God, you trade your face.
Okay, sorry.
Massey starts to set down the pot and apologizes. Grayson fires 3 times, striking her in the face.
Headshot with the female, 1078.
Prosecutors say Grayson's partner tried to give the 36-year-old first aid, even though Grayson discouraged him.
I'm gonna go get my kid. You're done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump is representing Massey's family.
Sonya needed a helping hand, but she got a shot to the face by the police.
James Wilburn is Massey's father.
I'm heartbroken. I just don't know what to say.
What's the hardest part about this for you?
I think the last words that my daughter said to me was, "Daddy, I love you." And to know and realize that I won't see her again. I can't talk to her again. I can't touch her again.
Grayson has pleaded not guilty. When reached by CBS News today, his attorney declined to comment. Last week, Grayson was fired from the Sheriff's Department. Documents obtained by CBS News show he has worked for 6 different law enforcement agencies since 2020. Nora?
So, let me explain. In general, not just about what happened to me at Full Sail, but in general, let me explain. The way that situation was supposed to have went down was that the officer already premeditated in his brain was like, I'm gonna murder this woman. I'm gonna find a justification to kill her, and I'm gonna get away with it because I'm a arrogant, psychotic Caucasian male living in a system that functions from institutional racism. I've been doing this for a long ass time, and I'm gonna continue to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my body cam, and then I'm gonna shoot her, and then I'm going to falsify the documents to get away with it. The problem was, his partner wasn't about that energy. His partner wasn't about to be running around the city murdering African Americans for no reason. When you're young, regardless of your ethnicity, when you're between the ages of 18 and 21, which is why I started my 2 cents, your goal is to be the best version of yourself. His partner, the one that shot that woman, already communicated to him what needs to happen, how it needs to happen, and why it needs to happen this way in code, in white code, so that he could be in compliance. But the younger deputy, the younger person was like, I'm not trying to be dealing with that shit. I don't believe in racism. I don't believe in discrimination. I don't believe in prejudice. He understood the energy of his partner. He left his fucking camera on. He left his camera on. He left his microphone running so that he could protect himself from the actions of his partner, because he knew how his partner was. And he probably repeatedly explained that to the precinct, but the precinct wasn't trying to listen to him. That woman was told, let me reiterate, she was instructed by that deputy to go turn her pot off. In her own house, she was told to go turn her pot off. When she walked over to the stove to do what she was told to do, the deputies took a step back and said, I'm getting away from you in that hot water. And she's looking at him like, you're the one that told me to come over here and shut the pot off. But now all of a sudden you're trying to make it seem like I'm a danger and a threat to you. So she rebuked him in the name of Jesus, which is the reason why I'm not a Christian. She rebuked him in the name of Jesus. And he told her, I'm going to shoot you in the face. And she said, no, please don't do that. But it's already too fucking late, because she already put herself in a passive, submissive position, and that energy entertains psychotic men, whether you're white, Asian, African, or Islander, like I like to say with the 4 races. It doesn't fucking matter. The animal in us responds to the submission of people that we view as inferior to us. So when you see me say, get the fuck away from me, that is me recognizing my strength as a goddamn man on this planet and communicating that clearly to the people in front of me so that I can command entire fucking divisions of people, because I was taught that in the army. Raising your voice is how you control thousands of fucking people. It has nothing to do with being afraid. It has nothing to do with being scared. It has nothing to do with being a coward. It comes from being a leader. It comes from being a master. When you're a child, it comes from fear and anxiety. You shake and you quiver and you're afraid for your life. But when you're conditioned by a military, that shit is a reflex. It helps you navigate your world and keep yourself safe. When you have 5 privates that you've been treating like shit for weeks, standing in front of you with fucking M16s, and you're like, I need you to get your weapon and I need you to go out there and I need you to engage those soldiers. You have to go defeat the enemy. And those privates are looking at you like, fuck you. You told me to clean out the toilet last night. You made me do guard for 20 fucking hours. You always have me in my truck, sleeping and shit. When I need to pee, you tell me to hold it. All you fucking do is treat me like shit every fucking day so that I can do fucking what? Keep having to do what you tell me to do? You know what that sergeant says? Private, get up right now and go do what I said. And you know what we do? We get our asses up with our loaded M16s, walk past our leader with absolute command and respect for his authority, and go engage the enemy. So when you see me telling that police officer that he's harassing me and to get the fuck away from me, and he responds, I'm gonna tase you. No, the fuck you're not. Because you're a fucking soldier. You're not gonna tase me because you recognize me as your leader. And it pisses you off. It pisses you off to have to look in the eyes of an African American that you spent your entire life thinking that you were better than, and having to reconcile this energy inside of yourself that you recognize the strength and the authority of this individual that you don't even fucking know. Why am I doing this? Why am I behaving this way? Why do I have this sudden urge to do what he tells me to do? I don't understand. Because you were conditioned. You were conditioned. Every last one of us are conditioned from birth to function in society. And when you see on the news that African Americans are being shot in the face and you have apathy, it is because you are conditioned. But you don't have to be conditioned. You don't have to follow orders. You don't have to do what you're told. You can stand up for yourself and recognize your truth and be able to function as a member of society and do the right fucking thing. That body cam video was that guy being told, don't turn your camera on because I want to go in here and murder this woman. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not listening to you. If I turn my video camera off and you do some fucked up shit, excuse me, if I turn my video camera off and you do some fucked up ass shit, I'm still accountable for what you do. I'm not doing that in 2024. I'm not about that energy anymore. And he left his camera on to protect himself. And so it made it to the news. Otherwise, it would just, what did he ask her? What's the first thing that guy asked her? Are you okay mentally? What is the main thing that they try to push on African Americans like myself? There's something wrong with you mentally. Are you crazy? Are you psychotic? Are you having a mental breakdown? What is your problem? What is wrong with you? What is my problem and what is wrong with me? The officer asked me. When I got out of my car to walk around to his car to record him engaging in this level of racism, because that's what it is. When I moved back to my car, all I was gonna do was walk back to my car the videos are on the internet. All I was gonna do was record his car, go back to my car, and then get in my car and then drive my car to the other parking lot. If I would have not responded to him when he was following me, he would have said that I was evading arrest. And then he would have tried to arrest me. Because there was no reason for us to have an exchange. I didn't walk over there. When he said, "Can I help you?" and I didn't respond to him, there was no need for him to engage me. That's when it becomes harassment, because I believe that you're harassing me, so I'm exercising my freedom to protect myself from you based on all of the evidence that I have experienced in the 40 years of my life on this planet. Whether you are guilty or not, I have that right as an American. When you said, "Can I help you?" and I did not respond to you, and then you turn your car on and start following me like I'm suspicious when I am a student at Full Sail, you are by definition harassing me. Now you're harassing me. When you pulled up in your car in the middle of the street and said, "You're trespassing if you don't belong here," and I said, "I do belong here. I am a student at Full Sail," your response should have been, "Okay, carry on." That wasn't your response. Your response was, "Let me see your ID." I don't have to keep giving you my ID every fucking week. Every week you want to prove that I am a student at Full Sail. For what? Every week. Every week I have to communicate to the police and the security guards with my ID that I belong there. For what? Why? Why is that necessary? When I said I said, "No, I'm not giving you my ID. You can contact security to get my ID." That should have been the end of our discussion. He should have said, "Okay, no problem, sir. I will contact the school to see if you're a student. If you're not a student, then you're gonna have to leave." That is the direction that should have went. But that's not how it went, because that wasn't how it was supposed to have went. He got out of his car and engaged me. And if you remember, if you watch the escalation of these videos, the security guards are in their vehicles. I go over to their vehicles, I record their license plate, I go back to where I am, I get in my vehicle, I move somewhere else, they follow me. I do the same thing, and then I go somewhere else, they follow me. If you watch the escalation of the videos, you will notice that the security guards started being outside of their vehicles. And if you pay close attention to me, I don't engage them when they're outside of their vehicles. I don't walk over to their car when they're outside of their vehicles to check their license plate, because I understand. You're staying outside your vehicle watching me because you're trying to entrap me. You're trying to instigate conflict with me. And I understand what you're trying to do. That police officer pulled up on me with the full understanding that we're going to work together to make this nigger disappear. And what did they do? They made me disappear. I have been repeatedly told that I need to go to college to better the quality of my life. I was in college trying to better the quality of my life. And then I was kicked out of college because I didn't want to conform to my own self-destruction in this country. I do not want to be a bottom class member of society for the rest of my life. And I'm not going to go to school to get a degree to just get a job as a janitor with a career writing degree. I'm just not going to do that. There's no reason for me to do that. I went to school to learn how to program. They're not teaching you how to program. They're not accountable for me learning how to program. But I give them money and they don't have to provide a service. It's the only institution in America that you can do that with. Education is the only institution that's unregulated and unchecked. So this is the point. Like I started the beginning of this year not understanding what was going to be going on in October, November, December. I don't know what's happening in March. I don't know what's happening in April, May, or June. All you can do in the present is make good, sound decisions for yourself and try your best to actualize what it is that you're trying to do. Your plans are going to be derailed by bullshit. You are not 100% at fault for the problems that you have. You should be accountable for your actions and you should be accountable for your decision making, but you should be able to recognize that sometimes the adversities of your life are beyond your ability to control. And if you don't have people around you that are trying to actively help you reach your goal and maximize your potential, you need to be cognitive aware of that so that you can make the necessary decisions for yourself that will better you. And that's the whole point of why I started Runday. I wasn't trying to like record myself getting harassed by security at Full Sail. Hell, I didn't even get out of the army and like, yeah, I'm gonna just get an apartment, not pay my rent, get evicted, fly up to Nigeria, get married, come back, live with my mom for a while, and then go to college and get harassed by the police. That wasn't my plan. That was not my plan. That was not the goal. That was not the intention. The intention was to get married. And since I couldn't find a woman in America that was competent enough to be the woman that I wanted in my life, I decided to try to marry someone outside of the bullshit ass system that I grew up in. And that is how I met my wife. I mean, at the bottom line, at the very bottom fundamental aspect of how me and my wife got married, that is basically the core of it. All the other stuff happened later. All of the other crazy, this is what's happening, men are doing this, men are doing that stuff happened after the fact. I wasn't online looking at that shit. I was just thinking like, I want to be married. I really would love to be a wife I really would love to have a wife, be a husband, and have children before I die. And I asked myself one simple question. Am I okay with sacrificing my desire to be a husband because I know I live in a corrupt system that doesn't want me to be a husband? And the answer to that question was no, I'm not okay with giving up my God-given right to start a family and be a husband and be a provider and a functional member of society because I live in a corrupt system. And I'm not okay with that. That is not a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because it doesn't make any sense for me to not obtain those things. So I made plans on what I can do to maximize my ability to become a husband and a father. And I did all of the normal stuff. I went on dating sites. I socialized. I tried to date. I tried to meet people. I tried to do all of the things that were necessary, but none of it was possible with child support. None of it was possible with child support. So with the adversity of child support, the only thing I could do was make an effort. And the relationship that I had with my before my fiance became my fiance, the relationship I had with my friend transformed into an actual us being engaged, and then from us being engaged to us getting married. And that is the natural progression of making sound decisions and sticking to that shit. That's why I'm about to go do a 4 mile run, well, 3 mile run in this random ass state. And we'll see if I get harassed by the police. We'll see if me run down the street is going to result in me getting shot in the face by some random ass Caucasian police officer because I'm doing something that they deem is illegal, right? We'll see what happens. So that's how this always works. Like I can just rant and rant and rant and rant and rant, but I'm not going to. So the videos of everything I'm describing is on YouTube if you want to see it. It's time to run. Damn, that's perfect. Raphael. freezing out here. If I could change the world, if I could blame the world, if I could stand up, take the blame, I would. I don't even know how long 3 miles is today. Swimming in the smoke, we just saw heaven. I guess I don't know. I guess this way.
Lap 1. Lap pace 9 minutes 29 seconds. 1 mile. Heart rate 156. point reached.
I have to go uphill. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna try really hard not to cry this time. It's freezing. You can see the frost on the ground.
2. Lap pace 10 minutes 59 seconds. Total 20 minutes 53 seconds. 2 miles. Heart rate 147. Almost there. You can do it.
$32.19. That's an increase, but it was only 2.83 miles. It was only 2.83 miles. I didn't quite do 3 miles today. That uphill gradient was a killer. Oh shoot. Never mind. That's why it's not right. I was supposed to cross the street. I don't live here. I was supposed to cross the street. Screwed up. I shouldn't have given up. That's why you never give up. The data, this is how you make, this is why my 2 cents is about scientific data. The data said 2.83, which meant I didn't do 3 miles. But my brain and my body was so out of it, and I was so ready to just give up and quit, that I reject the fact that I know that I didn't run 3 miles and keep going straight. So I looked at my landmarks, and looking at my landmarks, people are stupid. That was not even necessary. That brown car was not in the turning lane, right? See where that truck is? That's where the brown car was. He cut the white car off, right? Cut the right car off. And then after cutting the white car off, he pulled forward. And once he pulled forward, she stopped, let him through. And then he kept going. So, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Hey, I'm live streaming. I think I got some of that accident. I saw the whole thing. So my channel is my 2 cents. You can pull up the accident on my channel.
Yeah, and I don't know where that car just went.
Yeah, I saw what he did. He was in the other lane. He pulled in front of you. You let him through. And then instead of continuing, he stopped. And when he stopped, you hit him because you wasn't expecting him to stop. You already stopped when he cut you off. So it's my 02 cent. 02 cent on YouTube. I'm live streaming right now. Yeah. I've been running 3 miles since the beginning of the year, and I'm passing through because of the BS that I'm dealing with my life. So I literally just, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I got it recorded, but I literally saw the accident. I saw him stop, or she stopped, and you hit them because why are you stopping? Like, you already cut me off. I already let you go through. Why are you stopping? Yeah. So I don't. It should be mine. Yeah, this is my channel. And I'm probably live streaming right now. So it might show you that I'm live. Yeah, this is probably right there. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I just got off work.
Yeah,
So it probably won't show it until.
it won't load, but at the end of this video
Okay.
will be,
I'm just gonna
it
skip.
probably will literally be the accident. Because like right now, I'm actually living, like I'm live streaming like right now. So,
I know, that's why I don't want to.
yeah. Because I seen him in that other lane. He made the right turn. You stopped so he could get through. Or she stopped so they could get through. You let them through. And then instead of continuing, they stopped. And
I
then,
just don't know why
then you hit them. And then they just left. So, do you have a lot of damage to your vehicle or? Yeah, if it's not like super damaged, I would just not worry about it. The best thing to do, from my experience, file a police report. If you don't file a police report and they file a police report on you, especially since you hit them in the rear and you're automatically liable for hitting somebody in the rear, you're automatically guilty if you hit somebody in the rear. If you file a police report with the information you got, then if they do try to file an insurance claim later, you'll be covered. There won't be nothing that they can do. That's all. That's really all you have to do. You know?
Hey, I just got in a car accident. Someone just live streamed it, and he just ran up to my car. He was in the turning lane, getting on the highway. Like I was getting on the highway, and he was going straight on Frederick, like the second lane over. And then he cut over, and then slammed on the brakes, and I rear-ended him. And then he didn't even stop. The car didn't even stop. Like I pulled over. Yeah,
I'm literally live streaming right now.
I get it, but I mean, my front end, like, there's clearly multiple in my front end of my car. So I don't know, like, so I need to call. Okay. Some guy that goes running.
Paul Amerson.
What'd you say?
Paul Amerson.
Paul Emerson?
Yeah, I've been running all year.
Paul Emerson.
I've been
I'll send
getting
you his
treated like crap, so I'm headed to Washington. So
channel that I found.
yeah.
But, I mean, I keep saying it's done on that, but I'm going to call the cops. I guess I'll just call the cops and not your Graduate in Highway, next to the new gas station. Okay, I love you. It's a red, like, older car. I don't really... They didn't even have a tail and license plate because I would have taken a picture. But I'm going to go out there and call my dad. Okay, I love you. Okay, well, I'm just going to screenshot and...
Yeah, if you can. I was actually recording myself, but when I heard the collision, I tried to record the accident. I don't know how much I got.
Do you mind if I, like, get your phone number?
No, I don't mind.
What's your phone number?
It's 360-584 05 86.
86. And
Yeah.
you said Paul?
Paul Amerson, Amerson.
Okay.
Yeah, life is being mean to me too.
Well, I'm shocked my phone, no, I have like the Life 360, so anytime like an accident happens,
Yeah, it should automatically, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you want my advice, I know you didn't ask for it, but follow a police report, let them know what happened. You are, by definition of the law, liable for your rear-ending them, but I'm more than willing to write a statement or whatever if you need, so that you won't be in any trouble. Because you literally wasn't at fault. Like
Well, that's why I saw him, and I'm like,
there was literally nothing. There was literally nothing you could have done. Because I was recording myself, but I was aware of my surroundings because I'm not trying to get run over. Like,
yeah.
And I heard him swerve in front of you, and I looked up like people are stupid. Like I see it all the time. Like people are dumb. And then you let him through. You accelerated to go around that turn like he did, but he stopped and you hit him. So, and it wasn't like it wasn't clear. It was definitely clear. He could have went through. So. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to call them or whatnot, and then I already have your number.
Yeah.
So.
I will probably be in Washington state in the next 2 or 3 days.
No, that's fine.
But
I'll
yeah,
probably sit
just
here
call
and
me.
I'll
If I don't answer, just hit me with a text.
Okay.
If I don't
sounds
answer
good.
my text, just hit me on my live stream. So have a good morning.
Thank you. You too. Have a good run.
Wait. Yeah, so that's life. That's what life looks like. Back to the hotel so I can shower and get back on the road. Continue my journey to Vancouver, Washington. Okay, let's go shower.
Back in the hotel. I literally can't turn the light on. Anyway, as always, my name is Paul Amerson, and I've given you my 2 cents.